Hi, and welcome to the 19th edition of the nightly Newsfeed Wrap-Up. As you can see plainly, it is not night, nor is it May 19th. It's the morning of May 20th here in Korea. I got a little sauced last night and botched the video. So I'm doing a makeup. This is my punishment. Not a bad punishment. I'll show you the ducks, man. They're getting big. I just saved a glass from getting shattered all over my foot. Man, they grow fast, let me tell you. And that's a huge soil bed, and I have the unenviable task before me of removing all the soil. I'm gonna wipe up tea here. Removing all the soil and basically making it so that we won't have a lot of maggots crawling all over the place when the rainy season hits. And to do that, that is a back-breaking, nasty, heinous job. And in order to accomplish it, I need a shop vac. A powerful shop vac. And my wife, who's willing to spend, like hundreds of dollars on nice dishes and stuff, she won't put down $100 for a shop vac. So I gotta wait for my next paycheck, and then I'll go down and buy the damn shop vac. Women are just so unreasonable sometimes. It's just, anyways, I need to get on topic. This is the Newsfeed wrap-up, not the duckling and marriage progress report. So I'm just gonna queue up David Icke here. There should be enough on his feed to more than enough. I don't like going to Rents anymore. It's just retarded. It's such a retarded website and dark. At least Icke, stays on track. What happens when you ask the Chicago police chief a question that the mainstream media would never ask? Interesting video. Someone asked the Chicago police chief about secret police agent provocateurs. The truth is outing. Buy my book, Gareth Icke. Gareth's cool. Buy my book. Buy my book. Buy my book. I'm as tired of hearing it as you're probably tired of me slipping it in. When we stop being divided, we'll stop being ruled. When we stop being divided, okay, I'm an English teacher. When you have the verb be plus the what is it called? The passive participle. Like a verb with an ed, or like being divided. It's a passive. The passive voice. So we are being divided. That's the passive voice. They divide us. That's the active voice. So I suggest that we modify this and that we start operating more from the active voice, as in when we stop the motherfuckers from dividing us, we'll stop being ruled. Change. Then we'll string them up and bring them to justice. Active voice is more my style. Army convoy heading towards NATO summit as Chicago law enforcement prepares for war with protesters. Whew. This is gearing up to be A real can of worms, folks. It's just got all the makings of a false flag nightmare. Probably some CIA-run provocateur squad will do something really nasty, and they will blame it on legitimate protesters or terrorists. Am I a terrorist? Yeah, I'm a terrorist. Terrorist. It means earthling. So they take the word terrorist, and not only do they misdefine it out of all reason, but they mispronounce it. Well, Bush did. Terrorist. They'll blame it on terrorists and legitimate protesters, and they'll try to use that to justify, you know, they'll probably say that, yeah, these terrorists organized this attack through the internet, and so we have to crack down on the internet. If I had to make a call, that's what it would be. What a bunch of assholes. God. Well, go figure. Not next, but a few items down. Beware false flag attack on Chicago NATO summit by U.S. war criminals. False flag. The warmonger race and weaponization of everything. I can tell by the tenor of the blurb that, or the snippet, that it is Zen Gardner, whom I find mildly annoying, but he does good work, and he has his niche, a big niche. He appeals to the right people. He does a good job of it. It's just his aw shucks tone that it's just a personal taste, but he's cool. And who is the warmonger race? Let's see. Check my time. 7.5 minutes. Okay, doing good. Who is the warmonger race? I wonder. Satanic lunacy. I don't know if he's going to come right out and say Jews. Satanic Luciferian Jews. You know, I don't do a lot of Jew bashing just because it's such a sensitive hair trigger thing. I prefer the word globalists because it encapsulates all of these motherfuckers who want to subjugate and control God's creation. But I believe at the top of the chain, near the top of the chain, we have Kabbalist, Talmudic Jews. Well, I've seen enough evidence and testimony to be satisfied. And they have their lackeys and their Gentile lackeys in the Church of Satan, and they're useful idiots and they're tools whom they will betray at the beginning of the end. They worship Hashem, who is actually Lucifer, but they hate it if you say that. They find that offensive, but it's the case, and they still sacrifice children to Hashem. That's all I'm going to say about that for now. They're drilling into a super volcano. What a bunch of idiots. I like this. 3 legendary Americans who have left their marks. Steve Jobs. And then there's a picture of Bill Clinton, blowjobs. And then there's a picture of Osama Obama, no jobs. That's nice. Yeah, okay, so speaking of the Jews, Arthur Topham, publisher of the Radical Press website, was arrested, blah, 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 blah. Taken to jail. Arthur's home had been staked out for quite some time by the RCMP. The warrant for his arrest read Commission of Hate Crimes and was endorsed by Arthur's special friends and professional denunciators Richard Asshole Warman and Harry Abrams of B'nai B'rith, Canada. What the Canadian Hate Crimes Tribunal failed to do seems to have been a cinch for Richard and Harry, law or no law. In Canada, when B'nai B'rith whistles, the RPMP jumps. If you have a job, with any publicly funded institution, just try going on record, even mildly criticizing Israel. See what happens to you. But I'm probably preaching to the choir. Evidence Obama born in Kenya goes beyond 1991 brochure. It's done. It's just done. Just get the motherfucker out of office. Thai police arrest man with suitcase full of gold-plated babies set to be used in black magic ritual. Well, everything's tying together real neat here. I just told you that the Jews who worship Hashem, the Talmudic Jews, they'll send a woman away who's pregnant, and so that she's pregnant in secrecy, and nobody knows that she ever had a baby, and then they'll secretly nurture the baby until they love it, and then they'll sacrifice it, because sacrificing something that you love is more pleasing to Hashem. Someone you love, I should say. And it yields greater power. I got that from Jim Stone, www.jimstonefreelance.com, who, in addition to proving that Israel did Fukushima, he also infiltrated the Talmudic Jews in Vancouver, I believe it was. And he found out firsthand how they operate. You can read it at his website. I got to check on my time. 12 minutes to 15 seconds. I'm about done. Anyway, yeah, this kind of thing goes on in Asia, and this particular article shows that this fetus fetish thing is massive. It's a black market, black magic thing. The world is full of black magic, folks. If you saw that satanic stuff scare, I remember in the 80s, like Geraldo Rivera was all over it and Oprah was all over it. And as much as I detest those two, they were really onto something. That shit is very fucking real. Something about Palestine. Michigan worker fired after turning in gun found on job for possessing a gun at work. I take it this guy found, wherever he works, he found a gun, he turned it in, and they busted him for gun possession. And this is the kind of insane bureaucratic bullshit that if you do not kick it in the nuts and kick it good and hard, it's like kudzu. I don't want to defame kudzu. At least it's a natural thing, a plant. But it is. It's like kudzu. Kudzu is that plant that overruns buildings. It's an ivy that just grows over everything in the deep south. Came from Japan. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up now. Close out, whatever. It's 14 minutes. If you saw my effort last night, I'm sorry. I'll try not to do that again. I just, just was having fun on a Saturday night after a stressful week. Gotta let off some steam once in a while. Chai. Got cinnamon and pepper. Any last thoughts? Well, please also watch my declaration of sovereignty. And if you feel so inclined, make one of your own. It's powerful and effective. It works. Liberate yourself. It's as easy as making the declaration. and look into Roman and maritime law legalisms and look into natural law. We are God's creation. We are not given rights. We have them. Okay. Over and out.